It is 3 days to Jamhuri Day, and in today's edition of our special coverage, we head to central Kenya. And land is considered to be the ultimate status symbol in central Kenya. And as Carol Nderi now reports, land is critical to central Kenya as a social, economic, and also political tool.
Kenya, 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 taifa letu, Kenya, Kenya, Kenya nchi yetu.
It can be said that central Kenya was the epicenter of the struggle for independence in Kenya. The one thing the freedom fighters were prepared to die for was their land. Land that had been taken away by the British colonialists. This monument erected here at Carol Nderi in Teto in the midst of vast tea plantations adjacent to the Aberdare forest marks the spot where Field Marshal Dedan Kimathi was gunned down at the height of the clamor for land. It is here in Central Province that the clamor for land can be said to have begun even before independence, for the freedom fighters were even willing to sacrifice their lives for that parcel of land. And since then, little has changed for the residents of this region, that is Central Kenya, are known to have quite the affinity for land.
Na mtu alikuwa anapigania uhuru wa nchi hii, alikuwa pia akiuliwa anachukua mshanga. Nasema mshanga ndio muhimu wake.
Ukiwa na shamba na uko na title deed, kuna manufaa ingine wakati uko na title deed. Kwa mfano, unaweza ukaenda kwa benki, unachukua loan.
Na wewe kama huna kipande cha shamba, basi ni kuonyesha wewe basi utakuwa maskini. Kwa hivyo watu yetu wako na sababu kubwa sana ya kutaka kila mmoja awe yako na kipande cha shamba.
Ukilima kile utatoa huko, ukiuza utanunua ng'ombe. Ukiuza kile utatoa kwa shamba, utanunua gari, utanunua ploti, utanunua shamba.
Kulingana na dhamira zao, shamba ndio chanzo za uhai. Hapo ndio maji inatoka, hapo ndio chakula inatoka.
Even education may not measure up to land. Educated people rush for land as the first item.
James Maina Mogo is the national chairman for the county's efficiency in development, a land rights activist who is also known as Futa Magendo in land circles in central Kenya. To demonstrate just what land means to the people of this region, he explains that the Mau Mau War veterans, upon realizing they were about to die, would grab a handful of soil, or teri as it is called in the native tongue.
Everybody who was killed, who was shot dead, and who found that he is going to die, he was just latching to the ground, get a handful of soil, and they die holding that land.
They have a lot of sentimental attachment to land. Any small portion of land is valuable to them.
So potent is this opium that brother has turned against brother in succession battles, and family members squabbling to the point of committing murder over land is no longer a big shocker.
70% of the cases being handled by the High Court at Nyeri are in the Land and Environmental Division.
And while land still remains the gold of the people here, land portions have become smaller and smaller due to an increased population.
You find it is here that you find the people have been conning people in the name of getting land for free from the government, and telling people that you are going to get that land at a fees.
Cash crops such as coffee and tea have for a long time been the main economic pool for people in central Kenya. The disappointing and often fluctuating prices fetched by farmers of these two crops have, however, led to many abandoning the cultivation of these crops and instead opting to engage in real estate. A mushrooming of hostels near universities and rental property near towns is a common sight.
Most of the young people have come to towns to look for plots on which to build on. That has exerted pressure on the coffee estates that have been in Nyeri town especially.
If this trend continues, then soon there will be few parcels of land left for cultivation. What then does this mean for food security? It is surprising that already there are places in central Kenya considered to be one of Kenya's food baskets that are in need of relief food.
Nyeri, for example, is within Nyeri municipality. People in that area get relief food. We have even Lolengo here, which is within the municipality of Nyeri district. People get relief food.
With Central being one of the agricultural rich zones, there are fears that if the trend is not reversed, the region would be transformed into one concrete jungle at the expense of food security.
Well, now that land is becoming more and more scarce here in central Kenya, the people of this region might have to look into other avenues to generate an income. But are they willing to go down that route? Carol Nderi, KTN, Nyeri County.